my precious viewers, how is everyone doing? I hope very good. Today was a wonderful, fantastic day. It is 24 degrees Celsius. I don't know how much it is in Fahrenheit, but it's quite warm. It's like a summer day. So I decided to talk to you about 11 little pieces of advice if you're gonna be eating out. I'm eating out almost every day because I'm staying with friends. They don't cook, so I have to eat out. These are very important things that will help you make better choices, okay? So, number one, I always order water right when we sit down so that I can drink it and clear up the stomach and also fill up a little bit the bottom of the stomach so that you don't eat too much, okay? So always order water if you want. Also, do not drink water while you're eating. Why? Because it'll make you eat more. If you see those competitions where they eat hot dogs and bread, they drink liquid. So any type of liquid, of course, we're on the ketogenic diet, so not a lot of types of liquids are allowed besides like chamomile or herbal teas. Or even caffeinated teas are fine. But I try to avoid drinking water while I'm eating because when I do, I eat more. I swallow things faster. So I avoid it. I'll drink a little bit right when I sit down, when people are having appetizers and things, and then I stop drinking water. And then if I have a little bit left, I'll drink it at the end. But during the food, I don't drink any water. Okay. Also, number two, if you are in a restaurant that you know is not organic and is not using high quality products, I suggest that you order one single ingredient plates. For example, a piece of meat, a piece of fish, or a piece of chicken that's grilled. So it's best to do it this way. Why? Because if it's fried, sauteed, or something, you don't know what kind of oil they're using. It might be something really bad. Most likely it is, because a restaurant is not going to change their oil for every single frying session. So most likely, if it's not sauteed, sometimes they saute with butter or whatever you want to order if you request it from the chef, but most likely it's best to go with grilled because you know they're not going to use anything. It's just the meat or whatever. So order a piece of meat, chicken or fish, and then order grilled vegetables on the side or a salad. I usually do not use dressing for my salad, very rare, but I'll tell you on point 5 what you need to carry with you always, because we're in a world that's not prepared, it's not geared to keep us healthy. Unfortunately, our society is changing slowly. It needs time, but for now you have to really go prepared, have your weapons with you, which I'm going to mention in point 5. But when you order simple things. Do not order things that are cooked with sauces and things, because you don't know. If you want to order a side sauce, I always use order tartar for fish, or I use béarnaise, which is a French kind of sauce that's made with butter, really good ingredients. Hopefully the restaurant uses good ingredients. Or mayonnaise or something that you know is ketogenic. I order it on the side if they have it. And I try to keep my order as simple as possible. So a piece of meat, fish or chicken, vegetables or salad. Do not order dressings with the salad. If you can, get a piece of lemon and some salt. I'm going to talk about that in point 5. But most likely the salt that they have, unless it's a French gourmet restaurant, they're going to have some not very good salt. It's going to be refined. So that's number 2. Number 3. Skip dessert. Never order dessert. The last thing you want to do is put something sweet in your stomach. Of course, you're in a ketogenic diet, but if you're taking a break or something, avoid highly refined sugars. I really stay away from that stuff. It's the worst thing you can do, especially when you're having dinner. It's the last thing you're going to put in your stomach. Sugar will linger in your system for hours and hours. Alternatively, I order a piece of cheese. So if you're in a restaurant that's kind of nice, they will have pieces of cheese, manchego, Spanish cheese, French cheese, whatever, Gouda, the Holland, cheese from Holland, Netherlands, or a piece of cheese is your best option. Unless you're just starting and you're removing all dairy and stuff, I do not suggest you have dessert at all. have a little mint tea or a little chamomile tea, something like that. And like I'm gonna say in point 5, you can add a little stevia to it. So that's number 3. Number 4, avoid certain types of restaurants. From my experience, there are restaurants that serve fresh food, mostly Mediterranean restaurants or American restaurants. But Thai, Indian, Chinese, it's unfortunate. I love Thai food, I love Chinese food, I love Indian food, but they don't use fresh ingredients because they have to cook things in advance and in batches. So most likely it's going to be high in carbs, high in things that are conserved and preserved. Even like the mushrooms, I noticed they're dried and stuff. They don't use fresh ingredients. It's very unfortunate. Unless you know for sure that the Thai, Indian, or Chinese or like Oriental restaurants, if they use fresh ingredients, you will know, because you probably, it's going to say organic restaurant. If it's not organic, most likely they're using preserved and conserved things. I try to avoid those. I don't eat in those, you know, especially the soups. Also, they use a lot of MSG, even though they don't disclose it, but they do use it. It's unfortunate because when they buy the seaweed and the mushrooms and things like that, they contain already, they're treated with MSG. So avoid those restaurants. Number 5, this is important. Always carry with you your weapons. You are a warrior in this planet. Every day is a war for your health. Remember that. So keep stevia, unless you're trying to get pregnant. Stevia is a contraceptive. It is used in certain countries in South America as a contraceptive. So don't use it if you're trying to get pregnant. You always carry stevia, organic. Carry cayenne pepper. I always have these in my purse. And always carry salt, good wholesome salt. I always have Himalayan salt in my purse, a little container, small container, cayenne pepper. I love it. I'll put it everywhere because it kind of kills bacteria. It's very good. It keeps your immune system really up. And stevia to sweeten so you can avoid sugar. Number 6, choose organic places. Of course, I mentioned that previously in the other point in number 4, but I'm going to reiterate it. Very important. Look up organic restaurants in your city or where you're going to travel. Have a list prepared. You must be always prepared so you're not taken by surprise and going to bad restaurants. So if you can find restaurants that are organic, choose those over the ones that are not organic. I know some countries are not geared into organic food, but remember there's always pesticides, insecticides that really you don't want in your food, okay? So try organic foods, organic restaurants that serve grass-fed wild meat, okay? Number 7, ask and demand. So a lot of times I'm very shy. I'm like one of those people when I go to a restaurant, whatever you serve me, this was me in the past, up until a couple years ago. Whatever you serve me, I say, okay, I'm not the picky eater. Whatever people will serve me, and if it's too salty, I'll eat it. If it's too sweet, I'll eat it. I'm embarrassed to ask to return it. But now it's different. I smile, I ask the waiter, hey, could you guys make me a big favor? I would like to know what oil do you use for this, or could you do it, please. I'm very kindly, because people get offended. So I always try to smile and say, please, I can't eat this. Unfortunately, I have a doctor prescription. You get your demand however you can and for your own benefit. Because a lot of times they'll serve you things in food that are not supposed to be there. And if you don't ask and say, please, I'm under a specific diet, could you please ask what they use for this? If you're hesitant and you don't know what's the ingredient, it is your right. You are powerful and you can make that happen. So don't be shy like I used to be and eat whatever they serve you. Ask. If you have a hesitation or a question, there's nothing wrong with it. I think a lot of people, actually a lot of chefs will accommodate your request. They'll be happy to, So ask, especially the oils, what kind of oils they use. Alright, or ask, does this have sugar? A lot of sauces have sugar. Oh my goodness. 99% of sauces have sugar. Even if you think they don't, they do. So avoid those. Number 8, do not not eat everything they serve you in the plate, especially if you live in United States. I really highly suggest cut the plate and measure with your eyes and remove what you're not gonna eat right away, put it in the second plate and return it or take it or whatever you want to do with it. Do not eat everything. In Europe, the portions are a lot smaller, but some restaurants are starting to put a lot in your plate. But in America, the portions are insane. Like 5 people can eat from a plate. It's amazing. So just cut your portions, especially protein. A lot of people follow the ketogenic diet and they eat a lot of protein. Minimize your protein. Protein is good, but it can turn into glucose in the blood, you know, if you go over 1 or 1.5 grams per kilogram that you weigh. So be in charge of the portions that you eat and do it at the beginning. Be powerful. Have a strong stand and remove it. Take it, get it out of your of your table. That's what I do. Otherwise, you're gonna end up eating it. Okay? So that's number 8. Number 9, ask for butter or olive oil. So if you have a salad and you ask no dressing, get some lemon, fresh lemon, get some salt from your purse and some olive oil, you know. Ask them to bring you the whole bottle. In Spain here, they give you the whole bottle of olive oil, that put it on your table with vinegar. It's amazing. So you just use whatever you want. Some restaurants, they serve good salt. I can see the gray salt and it says fleur de sel or some sort of salt that I know is good. Sel de Camargue. There is a French salts that are really good. They serve them here. Some restaurants, not all of them. So if you know the salt is no good, avoid it unless you really have to. The food doesn't taste very good, but avoid it. Put some cayenne pepper, much better. Add butter and olive oil if you want. If you know you haven't reached your level of fat that day, add a little butter. Ask them to serve you butter. Most of the butter they serve, it's a little like a container like this. You can tell it's good butter because it says ingredients just butter. Okay, so add a little butter to everything, your steak, your or your piece of chicken, whatever you order. Add a little butter to it or a little bit of olive oil. It doesn't hurt. Don't put too much olive oil. Maybe 1 teaspoon or 2 teaspoons at the most. They're very high in calories. Number 10, enjoy and forget you're on the ketogenic diet. Don't think you're different because you will not be experiencing the same joy as everyone else. And if everyone is drinking, try to drink water and laugh more than everybody else, because I experienced that. I used to have always a glass of wine with my food. I stopped doing that. What I do now is I drink water and I try to laugh more than others so that people realize that I can have fun without having to drink, without having to toxify my body. You know, we have been brought up to believe that alcohol makes you laugh or makes you forget your troubles. Actually, it's the opposite. If you don't drink, you'll have a better morning the day after. You have less trouble, you'll be more energetic. So choose always water over alcohol and laugh more. Be the life of the party with water only. Prove that to yourself that you can do it. We're born whole and complete. There's nothing missing. We don't need to drink alcohol to have fun. In fact, if I drink and laugh, everyone thinks I'm like drunk. But if I don't drink and I laugh, everyone is like, wow, she's drinking water. She's having so much fun. It encourages people around you. Also, if you can team up with someone that doesn't drink, take them with you to dinner, it will make you more powerful. And if you don't have anyone to join you that doesn't drink, pay attention to other tables. There's always a lot of tables that don't drink anything. They'll have like maybe sodas or water, and they're having a lot of fun. So this will prove to you that you don't really need to toxify your body to have fun. That's pretty much it. I think I've mentioned 10 points that will make your eating out experience better. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm still in Spain, stuck here. Actually, I'm working on a couple projects that are related to the ketogenic diet. Once they're ready, I will let everyone know. So I give you lots of kisses and hugs. Thank you guys for watching, for commenting, and thank you so much for joining if you haven't joined yet. I'll see you soon. Bye.